Yo, how's it going? And happy spooky season to all of you out there. The holidays coming up are pretty exciting, but you know what's more exciting? New patches and content. My name is Nathan Ng, and in this quick video, I'll give you a glimpse on what's going to be happening on patch 11.22. Make sure you hit that sub button so you don't miss out on the full set of changes coming soon, and let's go ahead and start the video. Keeping it short and simple, we have one system change to kick things off. In case you're out of the loop, Gore Drinker was heavily nerfed this patch in 11.21. After analyzing the preliminary data from this patch, the balance team assessed the item was actually just too weak. While correctly balanced is the final goal, the good news is the balance team took the right steps in nerfing a previously overtuned item. Expect the item to receive some extra power. My guess is some extra stat boosts are coming up. A ton of champions unexpectedly took this nerf harshly, so in case you're confused about the upcoming buffs, the nerfs to Gore Drinker are the answer. That said, expect buffs for the item to be pretty small. The meta has shifted tremendously this patch because of recent system changes, and if you're currently confused on how to climb, hit up one of our coaches at ProGuides.com. They are great coaches, and trust me, they are excellent players who have quickly adapted to the patch, so feel free to hit them up for coaching and ask any questions that you want answers for. Next, we'll talk about champion changes beginning with nerfs. We have a small list of champion nerfs next patch. Qiyana, Graves, Kha'Zix, Yuumi, and Maokai support are in for some bad news. Or good news if you don't play these champions. Qiyana has been on the rise as a jungler and continues to perform well in the mid lane as well. In high elo specifically, she's a solo queue terror, and if you don't think this nerf is necessary, then know that it's one for high level players. Now for the next two junglers, Graves and Kha'Zix, they're straight up busted right now. In spite of the previous nerfs to Graves, he's still the Tyrant King ruining the game for a bunch of other champions. It's no surprise that all they did was remove a little bit of the ease armor buff. My guess is his base AD will take a hit, or Riot will go harder and take a more significant portion of durability out of the picture. Kha'Zix is a monster right now as a result of the nerfs to Conqueror. The assassin jungler was kind of like me during quarantine, left untouched while a significant number of his opponents were left crippled this patch. Then there's Yuumi, who holds a ridiculous presence in competitive play right now. This spells trouble, and the Feline Devil is receiving nerfs as well. This one, I don't care. Go to hell, Yuumi. Finally, Maokai support is performing better than before as a result of the buff to Imperial Mandate. No surprise there, and he needs an adjustment to compensate for the increased power. The nerfs covered, let's go ahead and conclude with the buffs. In regards to buffs, we have a healthy number of them coming up next patch. Renekton, Riven, Kane's red form, Rost, Akali, Kalista, and Varus will receive some assistance. In regards to the first four, this is a response to the system changes from this patch. Renekton was already a poor crocodile, limping and barely breathing. With both his keystone and mythic items nerfed, he's in an even tougher spot. It's a shot in the dark, but I'm guessing he might receive some reverts on his Q, giving back some of the sustain it used to provide. There's even a chance he might receive something like a base AD buff. Then there's Riven and Kane. Riven took a huge hit following the nerfs as well, as she's a volatile champion who relies heavily on winning intense top lane skirmishes. With less combat power, there are less opportunities to make big plays and pop off, which is incidentally what she needs to carry games. Although Kane remains a popular choice amongst players, his win rate dropped about 3% this patch. This is massive, and definitely wasn't intended, as I'm certain these changes were primarily aimed at top lane meta, where everybody, and I mean everyone, was building Gore Drinker to pair up with the Conqueror Keystone. Kalista and Varus are also up for some buffs. Varus had plenty of moments to shine in the bottom lane, but after many nerfs, he's once again in the land of suffering. Currently, the bottom lane meta encourages powerful early game picks that can snowball and contest early dragons. Surprisingly, Kalista is heavily underperforming in spite of the fact that she's supposed to be perfectly fitting this mold. Her previous utility nerfs hurt her drastically, and it also feels like a lot of the current meta picks easily outperform her in nearly every metric. For once, it feels like she actually needs some more damage to compete with the likes of Miss Fortune and Lucian, who have no problems blowing up squishy bottom laners in the early game. Both Kalista and Varus currently hold a 46% win rate in high elo. Varus' lack of mobility makes him easy to abuse when he's weak. He's also supposed to be a lane bully, but the competition currently is too fierce, and he's unable to hold his ground. With those changes covered, let's conclude the patch preview. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are and what changes you're looking forward to the most in next patch. Like I mentioned earlier, we'll provide you with a full list of changes as soon as we learn about them, so make sure you keep an eye on our channel. Until next time, hope you guys all stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day. Peace.